Welcome to another episode of Chief Knows. Today, I'm going to show you a weapon all fraternities used to use before in the 90s. This weapon used to surprise everyone before if they weren't familiar with this. Now, just so you know, it wasn't just our fraternity that used this, so many other people did. Now, I'm showing you this. Maybe you'll have a self-defense weapon just in case you really need one, or just in case you're faced with it, you already know, okay? Again, this is just in the 90s. So anyway, for example, I'm just a guy hanging out, and then I see another opposite member of the frat coming near me, he comes near me, go, boom! And I whack him right away. Then all of a sudden, you see him down, all of a sudden you see him bleeding. Okay? That's how fast it goes. And then you see, what the hell was that? It was just a hanky. Alright? So, let me show you guys what's inside the hanky and how we make it first. So, it's just a normal hanky, right? When you look at it. But at the tip, there's a small padlock. Okay, now, a lot of people would use bigger padlocks, but that was really, really obvious before, okay? So again, you have to remember, a lot of the people in the fraternities go to school, okay? In schools, you can't bring any deadly weapons. So a lot of them, including us, had to do makeshift weapons, okay, to get by the security. So this is one of them, okay? A small padlock, okay? They just tie it this way, okay? Some people would use it this way. Some people would use it this way, okay? I'll show you how you use both now. A while ago, I showed you that as soon as the guy got near me, I smacked him right away this way, okay? Now, of course, he thinks you're just holding a hanky. It's nice and harmless, okay? But he doesn't know that you're holding it this way and you're preparing. And he doesn't know also that you've actually practiced this a lot of times. So in case anyone goes near you, boom, you're there right away. Now, can you imagine that? It's a padlock going against your head, okay? Now, as soon as the padlock goes against the head, boom, then you have to keep going like it's a stick, okay? But then again, as with everything, it takes practice, okay? Because the thing comes back, okay? So if I go here, boom, I have to know how to make it go down, okay? So it's 1, 2, okay? It's a crazy, crazy weapon if you use it that way. Now, let's say, for example, even if the guy has a knife, we're here, okay? This is what was taught to us years ago. I'm showing you guys now just in case, because the world's a more dangerous place now. Okay, so I think everybody should have a glimpse at least of this kind of knowledge. Okay, so maybe I'm faced with a guy with a knife. He was stupid enough to show me his knife. Okay, so now we're here. So as soon as he comes in, I whack him on the head, then run. Okay, so let's move here a little bit. Okay, so again with the knife, when you go back, when you hit, okay, you either have to run or sidestep, okay? You can't do both. He's always going to stab you, okay? So again, we're here. He comes in, boom, I'm out of there, okay? Do anything and everything you can to get out of there, all right? At least you left him with a nice little cut on the face, okay? So as soon as the guy does this though, oh, that's when you keep going. But you have to be careful with people with knives also. Let's say, for example, Mike got me. Gets me, right? Boom! And so I do this, and Mike comes back. Ah! I was just pretending so I could stab him again. Okay? So you have to watch out for that too. Okay, so a lot of people will play possum also. Ah! Like this, and then poop! And then that's it. Okay, so you have to watch out. Okay, so that's one way people would use this. Okay, this crazy weapon. It's so simple, but I've seen so many people get really, really messed up with this. Okay, I'll show you another way. Like I said, there's two grips of this, two basic grips at least. Okay, this is one where we just do that. Okay, when you do that, you have to be able to follow it up. Okay, next. A lot of people who don't practice but have this do it this way. Now, there's no better technique, okay? Whatever works for you, okay? So a lot of people use it like this, okay? So they hold it this way, so it's easier for them to handle. But then they do this way, okay? And if someone comes, bam, it's already there. That's when they come in, okay? So this is a crazy, crazy weapon that anybody can make, anybody can use, and it's perfectly legal. I hope we don't get flagged by YouTube though, or anybody else. I'm showing you this, okay, so you understand what happens when you see somebody with a hanky, okay? Don't think that there's a lot of people doing this with hankies. When if the guy punches, we do something like this, and then we do this, and then, okay, that doesn't work, okay? So this is the real deal. This is the way people used to use hankies before when they were actually fighting, okay? There'd always be something in the end, just like a modern day sap, okay? Sap is a leather thing, steel or lead inside, and they would whack you with it. It looks like a sock, but it's not, okay? Other people would also put bars of soap. Like when we were in the military school, they put bars of soap in sacks and whack you with it, okay? But this one, for actual combat, they use this, okay? Now, if you're in a bad area, you don't want to use a knife or anything, I think this is also pretty good. Instead of using a smaller one, a bigger one, always use a smaller one. Bigger one's too obvious, okay? Why are you wearing something big there, okay? So at least a lock like this is fine, okay? And it's easy. Imagine, it's just in your pocket here. If you know how to use it, you bring it out and then, okay? Or as soon as you bring it out of your pocket, boom, you're already there, right? Now, if you couple this up with your empty hand knowledge, knowing how to defend yourself, can you imagine how dangerous you would be, especially if you train, okay? Now, if you want to know more on how to use this, okay, we'll be doing a lot of lessons later on in our Kalye Tactico online series, so feel free to come on by. In the meantime, try to join us also on our Facebook group, Kalye Tactico, for those who are serious about self-defense on the streets. And don't forget to also click that subscribe button. So I'll see you guys very soon. Thanks again for another episode of Chief Knows. Keep the fight.